Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
J360 Radio. Hello, J360 Legion, and welcome to the J360 Mini Bites here on J360 Radio, hosted by J.M. Brady. I am your host, J.M. Brady. Let's get into it. Hey, how's it going, J360 Legion? Welcome back to another week here at J360 Productions. Of course, this is the Mini Bites 172, which is 172, of course, and it's still Jammaversary month. Yeah, in case you didn't realize, we ran into a little bit of a snag there. Spreaker decided to go ahead and try to play YouTube for a little bit, but don't you worry about it though. It's not going to happen again. Matter of fact, I took care of it. See, the thing is, it's certain people are just not understanding or not ready for when we do events here at J360 Productions. So apparently I had to go ahead and remind them exactly what it is and what it's all about. I'm used to this sort of thing because, you see, there are people out here like to keep things marginalized and also like to go ahead and try to make it seem like, you're doing something wrong when you're not. You know what I mean? And try to flex that muscle. So with the way Spreaker was going about things, it also made me think of that other plan that I have in mind as like this. Sure, you might think you have all the cards, but then comes the concept where J-Man ends up demolishing the whole thing and doing what he has to do. See, I'm not bound by Spreaker much in the same way that somebody else is bound to YouTube or somebody else is bound to Facebook and all that jazz. There's always a plan. Let me just let you know that. And speaking of which, the mixtapes will live on. Yeah, that show is not canceled. As a matter of fact, it'll be under the J360 One Shots label, and the link towards that channel will be listed right here in the description box below. You have nothing to worry about regarding that, but I just noticed this. Tell you the honest truth, I've been in this whole thing for quite some time. It does not surprise me when channels start acting like, oh, you're not allowed to do these certain productions here on our network and all that kind of stuff. It could be copyright infringement. It could be a problem with monetization. See, that's more of a company's problem entirely. If it's somebody that doesn't know what they're doing when they're putting stuff together, yeah, that's an issue, but not my issue. I've been doing this for... I mean, you look at jams and you're like, wow, 3 years, and then now they're just starting to think we're a problem. It's like, get the hell out of here, Spreaker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily worried about them. And then I took a look at their list and rules of guidelines that they did. So I've been, quote, breaking rules forever simply by just being a content creator. You notice it seems like no matter how often I try to dive into making this content for you guys, there's always going to be something out there that wants to oppose it. It could be somebody else's opinion, or it could be the network going crazy, or I know that these rules here are more or less just guidelines, and at the end of the day, they're just trying to say, you can't rant, you can't talk about politics, you can't do... Shut up, Spreaker. I can do pretty much what I want to do. I just can't be running around here doing hate speech and all, and I wouldn't do it anyway. I will tell the world why it sucks and why society is a friggin' idiot. But when it comes right down to it, though, this is Jammaversary. This is not about me. This is about the musicians I know and about a lot of the other content creators out there who want to get their sounds out there for people who are going through a rough time or going through a happy time that really need something in their lifetime. And music can kind of shape that. Music is the universal language. And when you're sitting there blocking people from listening to good music, at the end of the day, I think you're the problem. So I know exactly why I do Jammaversary. I know exactly why I do J360 Jams. And as I said before, I am not bound to any one network. I will utilize and do what I need to do to keep the content going, because after doing this for 3 years, I can clearly say no one, nothing, anything at all will cancel our party. This is for us. So, some rules are meant to be broken, and especially stupid ones like those, I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? It's not even about monetization right now. This is all about just having a good time, throwing a party, showing the best music produced worldwide, and also like letting the Jam fam take center stage. And I've noticed that, like, some of you guys seem real hesitant to submit to jams now and again. And I tell you this, it's not that hard to do. The rules are in the description box all the time. I'm making sure that each and every single J360 show goes about cross-promoting every single brand that's in it. You know, whether it could be stuff for the J-Man show, such as like talking on the J360 hotline, or whether it could be like, you know, the rules to submit to jams. And it's never been easier. Like, some of you guys get confused about, like, I don't know how the hell you can get confused, but luckily I'm there, so I will send you the rules so that you can go about doing it. The only thing that's changed in terms of submission is that you have a dedicated email now, which is j360jams@gmail.com. What you need is you need 2 to be on the traditional Jams radio show, and you need 1 music video to be on Jams TV. Which, by the way, Jams TV runs into a little bit of problem sometime when it comes to YouTube wanting to go ahead and talk about content ID, where certain people out there who are brazen enough to try to copyright my friend's work. At the same time, I realize they're not real music publication sites. And I'm sitting there holding them to task, too. I'm like, exactly who are you? And did you see this special permission and licensing that I got from, I don't know, the person who wrote and created this song? Along with the distribution. And then at that point, I don't hear anything from them because they don't have an argument at that point. You see what I'm saying? And what's really pathetic about it all is that you have to go through all of these scenarios just to put on an event. You know? And it shows. It shows from time to time, like, what the issues are. But it's like, you know what? Deep down the inside, it's what I'm here to do. I'm here to maintain order for my brand. I'm here to maintain order for those in my charge. Like I said, even if I don't like you, the point is that if you're in my charge, I'm going to help you. You understand? If somebody's trying to copyright your music without you knowing about it, I'll tell you about it. If somebody's over here trying to, you know, once again, block certain content being created because they're using your music without your permission, I'm going to tell you about it. The thing is like with me, I went through a lot to get to know each and every single one of you, in addition to having you come on jams. And this is before I even had the rules and all that stuff set up, just so it'd be easier for y'all. Like, you know, that Thursday deadline is because guess what? I'm not creating the show on Friday when at the same time the show is ready to go on Friday. That doesn't make any sense. That's double duty. You want to be ready for that stuff ahead of time so you know what it looks like. See what I'm saying? At the end of the day, though, if you have a problem submitting to jams, this is the thing. You need to talk to me. Not Alan. Not Marco. Not even Mustafa. You need to talk to me. Like, when we work together on various things, and hopefully, like, as things continue to grow, and as, like, I become more and more of a media professional that I am, and we start working together on other projects, you should know that you can come to me about this stuff. And not only that, like and by the way, thanks for the backup on, you know, like when the first mixtape fell apart and none of y'all could listen to it. By the way, that was good timing, team. Good timing, team. Because guess what? I found that out 100% on my own. What was that? Backup is a universal term. As I said earlier, I have you. I will back you up. I'll even talk to your labels, all that kind of stuff. Not saying this in like a shakedown term, but what I'm saying is that I got you. Unless at the same time, I can't help you anymore. You know what I mean? But when something in J360 Productions isn't working, you all need to let me know that stuff. That way so I can go and fix it. Which is why like I made sure that the mixtapes would be well taken care of, because the first thing I did was send a pretty good letter to Spreaker. The second thing I did was re-upload the mixtape and mixtape 2 over to the J360 One-Shots channel. Which is why the one-shots are there, by the way. So I had to remember that sort of scenario. But I also think this, I ain't worried about Spreaker. Only thing I know is right now, you know, all J360 properties are not in their final form yet. So things are looking to be changed by the oncoming year of 2024. Do you see what I'm saying? Especially if we can play these kind of games. Because I'm looking forward to this stuff all the time. You have no idea. Matter of fact, I smiled about it. I was like, ooh, did I get canceled finally? After many years of doing the J-Man Show, you got to understand this. I anticipate this kind of behavior. You see what I'm saying? Who am I going to war with this week? But, you know, like I said before, Jammaversary is not getting canceled. Work very hard to get to this level. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we party it out, have a good time from here until June 30th, and then not to mention, like, we'll go ahead and work on that schedule right now. You got the mini bites happening right now. You got the J360 mixtape number 3 happening tomorrow, and you have... Let's see, what does it look like for Thursday? Could it be Jams TV? I don't know. I think Jams TV needs to wait till next Friday, but right here, we'll see whatever this one's going to be. It's going to be a random spot. But for Friday, though, it is the Jam 70, and it is a milestone mega mix. Yes, yes, yes. This thing is going to be loaded. So I'm ready to go with this stuff, you know? Matter of fact, we have 2 Project Conference episodes coming up, so, you know, like I said before, you're just going to have to wait and see how Jammaversary rolls out. And also, anytime you guys are releasing new material, and I'm sharing it on the J360 social and stuff, that's Jammaversary too. So, like, this is where you all can participate and all that jazz. Like, if anything, communicate about what you're doing, that way so I can best help you. You see what I'm saying? And then not to mention, that includes, like, with the music that we do have, you can also have like a 30 to 60 second preload via voice recording or whatever sent to me via the hotline, which is 240-903-1634. And that's another way that you can help promote yourself on J360 Radio. There are so many possibilities, y'all. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all up to you. This is your part of the whole thing too. You see what I'm saying? But hey, look, I'm just making opportunities. It's up to you guys to want them. So, yeah, you know, make it easier for me this month, y'all. anyways, I gotta get going. You guys take care of yourselves, and we will catch up soon. All right? This is J-Man signing off. Peace.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.